So did you guys know from the beginning that this is what you wanted to do, was to own your own studio?
Yeah, that was always the intention. We love the privacy, and we love to be able to go in and work whenever we feel like it. We're here from 4 o'clock in the afternoon, 6 o'clock in the morning, whenever we want to be, you know.
The one thing I would say when I listen to Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis is that they're the ones who are, you know, they even did stuff with her. But sometimes you don't even recognize that they're on the track, especially now.
Right.
I don't know,
right.
but I don't know. You've known them for a long time. Do you think it's the friendship between Jimmy and Terry that enabled that magic to come out? Because they're the only ones who, because Babyface will admit that LA they were bandmates, they weren't best of friends compared to, say, Jimmy and Terry. Do you think that has something to contribute to just the magic that they can put out?
I do. I think it has a lot to do with that. I mean, they are truly brothers, man. Just, you know, I mean, all these years, you probably know this, but, you know, all these years, there's never been a piece of paper between them. There's no contract.
Me. Oh, come on. Okay, here we go. Here I lay all alone, toss and turning, longing for some of your tender love. I'm waiting for the right moment to come, so I can thank you for all the tender love you've given to me. Tender love, love so tender, pulling me close to you. Baby, I surrender. Tender Love was really kind of that record that everybody said, oh yeah, Jam and Lewis, they can do ballads too. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow.
You know, there's no contract. We said we're going to do this, let's do this. You know, I remember very early on, Terry telling me about Jimmy. Wow, when they got their first royalty check. God, I hope they don't mind me telling this story. I don't think they will, but it's what happened. It's what he told me. They got their first big royalty check. It was like $15,000 each or something like that. And all Jimmy had been talking about, man, for months was a Corvette. He wanted a Chevrolet Corvette. And Jimmy, when Terry got his check, he gave the whole thing to Jimmy. Jimmy got his check, he gave, hey man, I don't want you thinking about cars, man. I need you thinking about music.
Wow.
You know, I mean, Terry's told me once, he said, Donnie, I'm telling you, man, he could have my skin if he needed it. And he means that, man. That's how close they are. So I don't see how that can't impact the music that we all get from them. It's a relationship, man, that I just envy. You know, I think that anybody in business what would you give, wouldn't you give to have a relationship like that with your partner, that you can trust him to that level, man?
Wow.
You know, yeah, man. You know, they have integrity. And that's, like, to me, one of the most important things you can have in life. I don't know anything more valuable.
Yeah.
Integrity. You know, that leads to respect, but integrity, man, that you, yeah, conviction that you know who you are. You only do things a certain way, you know, and people can trust that. They know who you are. You know, I can't say enough about Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis. They're the only guys that I've ever met in my life that from the day I met them, I felt like we went to elementary school together.
Wow.
Like we were old friends instantly. I've never met anyone else like that, just Jimmy and Terry. It's like, you know, it's just these kindred spirits, you know, just, yeah, man. I love them guys.
What's your favorite song by them?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. It's just like, that's my favorite Stevie song. I could narrow it down to a list of about 100.
Okay. Your top three,
No,
Jimmy and
but
Terry.
I would,
Okay, if you can't do one.
wow. Well, I will give you one. I know theirs. Theirs is Optimistic. That's the most significant song in the Sounds of Blackness. In any interview, they will tell you that. That's, yeah, without doubt. But for me, I would probably say Alexander O'Neal, Crying Overtime.
Wow.
It's the one that I listen to most. You know, I don't listen to music much at home. But every now and then, man, I'll get in bed and I'll listen to something. And it's always, it's 3 songs. It's like it's one of 3 songs that I would listen to. And this has been the case over the last 10 years, probably. One is Crying Overtime. And I don't know if you know the song. If not, you should listen to it.
I will listen to it.
It's such a great late night song, you know. Long after your tears have dried, I'll be crying overtime.
Wow.
So the other one, Ooh Baby Baby.
Yeah.
And the third is Susan's Song by Al Jarreau. Wow. It's just a great, great late night song. It just moves me. It's a song about, it's a song about, you know, not giving up on love, you know, of trying this thing again, although you've been hurt, you know. And it's so funny because Crying Overtime is the same kind of thing. You know, it's love hurt me song. And that's not why I'm listening. That's not the situation I'm in, you know, but I don't know, the songs just move me for some reason. But when you hear Al Jarreau sing this song, you know, he says, Susan, I've been blind a long time. He says, sometimes if you're not careful, a little hurt, a little pain makes you blind to the real thing once it comes along, you know? I mean, you know, I've been blind. It's unbelievable, man. It's just, he's trying to work his way out of this shell. He's been hurt. He's trying to work his way out of this shell, man. It's a good song, man.
And I am going to listen to those 3, definitely.
Yeah. So, do one of you guys do more than the other? Well, that's not the question I want to ask. What I'm really trying to ask
What you trying to say, man?
Yeah, which one really does the work?
Which one really does the work?
No.
Well.
No, really. Are you more involved in the mix? Does Terry do more writing? Do you play more, you know, or does it vary from cut to cut?
It varies. It varies from cut to cut. I
He's
guess
mix master.
I'm mix master.
You know, he does the track mixing. I do a lot of the vocal mixing.
He's vocal master.
Yeah.
So usually we come in, and actually when we come in, usually Steve Hodge really does all the main mixing. He's the one that hooks all the wires up and does all that kind of stuff. When we come in, we listen to it, and I'm mix master, so I come in and go a couple little things, and it's fine with me. And then vocal master comes in and makes sure the vocals are right.
Yeah, but that's only because he usually cuts all the keyboard tracks and he knows exactly what he wants it to sound like.